Hi, welcome to Bella's Yoga Room. I'm Bella. Welcome to the 7th practice in our Yoga Chakra series. So we are focusing on our Crown Chakra, which is or often thought of related to purple, related to connecting to that sort of higher spirit, connecting with those around us, and thought. So today's practice, we are actually starting lying down. So make your way onto the ground. Take a sigh. You've made it. If you're joining me with day 7, oh my gosh, thanks so much for coming along. And this is an excellent practice to come along to. So starting here, just allowing the feet, the toes to fall out towards the sides. The hands just to rest by the sides of the body. Palms can be face up here or maybe palms down. Just notice, what do you need with your practice today? Allowing the eyes to shut. And our crown chakra is located sort of at that top of the head space. And today we're going to be maybe repeating, I forgive, I connect, I understand. And these are choices that you make the choice. I choose to forgive. I choose to connect, whether that be with yourself, with others. And I choose to understand. So often we may try and push things we don't understand away, or that does not help us in the long run. Maybe we're clinging to old stories, old grudges that are only poisoning us. Let's take another deep breath here. Release any tension if you're holding on. And then let's cross that right leg over the top of the left leg. Lift the left arm nice and tall above you. And then bring that right arm up and grab the right wrist with the left hand. And then gently creating that half moon crescent shape. Breathing into that right side. And then releasing, bringing the arms up, uncrossing the right leg, and then crossing the left leg over the right leg, grabbing that left wrist with the right hand. Feeling the points at which you connect with your body, your hand on your wrist, your ankle over your ankle. Coming back to center. Bringing the knees up and then allowing the knees to open wide and the soles of the feet to touch. You can always have the feet further away from the body If that feels a bit intense, hands can rest here on the body or at the sides of the body. And again, as we're in this sort of slower phase, slower practice, what are the things maybe that you're holding on to? What's keeping you stuck? What's blocking that crown chakra that you can let go of to restore the movement? And then bringing the hands to the outsides of those knees, legs, hugging the knees into the chest. And you can either roll over to one side and get up, or you might want to cross the legs, cross the feet over each other, put your hands behind your knees, and maybe just start doing a few little movements here. Coming all the way up maybe, coming all the way down, coming back. So bringing that movement all the way along the spine here. And then coming up, coming to a seated position. Bringing the arms into a T position and having that right arm come underneath, crossing over into those eagle arms, lifting up with those elbows. And then let's maybe fold forward, bowing the head. Coming up, opening out the arms. Going to swap which leg is in front. It might feel a bit funny. And arms up into a T. And this time, left arm should be coming underneath if we did this correctly. Elbows up. And then as you exhale, folding forward. This is definitely my non-preferred side, and it is important that we practice both sides. We're going to have one leg that likes to be in front. And I can't hold that against my left leg. So I know that is my own doing. So I forgive my left leg. Okay, fantastic. Let's come over to all fours. Just a couple little cat-cows here. And in this one, we're really thinking too about that area, that the top of our head. So leading with that crown up. Exhale, thinking about it, pointing towards the ground. All right, coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to come to child's pose. So we're just coming back. So knees can be sort of a little bit wider than just sort of directly. Normally you'd have maybe like your knees together, but you can just have them sort of still parallel. Arms are going to be forward. And just resting that full head down here. We're going to come to head to ground pose. So often inversions are a way for us to really activate that crown chakra. When you're doing inversions, it's really important that you are in a safe space with some supervision if you've never done those before. So I would really probably not encourage you to do this as a home practice. The inversion we're going to be doing is just very modified. But also, again, if this is not for you, please listen to your body. So when we're in child's pose, we're going to then have the arms resting behind us. So just watch this first, and then you can come into the pose and see how it goes. But once you're in the pose, do not move your head or your neck to come and look at the pose, at what I'm doing, okay? So if you would like to try head to ground pose, then just start to sort of lift up and roll onto that crown of your head. So it's sort of that like flat area. And if you've never really done any inversions before, this might feel really strange. And you can just do that for a couple of seconds. But it is that really flat part of the head that we're trying to put a little bit of pressure, activate that crown chakra. So maybe holding for a couple of seconds here. Again, making sure that your eyes are not moving around, that you're not moving your neck around here. And then rolling back slowly. And if you've had enough, then maybe just resting here in child's pose. Or if you would like to have one last little play there. And coming back down. And let's just bring one fist and then the other and rest our forehead there, just equalizing the heart and the head in line. And notice if anything came up in that pose. Anything you can let go of. Anything or anyone you can forgive. Our crown chakra is encouraging us to connect. Okay, slowly let's slide onto our tummy and bring the hands to make a little pillow, and again just resting that head. Okay, let's make our way onto our backs. Excuse my squeaky mat here. We're going to come into happy baby. And this, I guess, is really thinking about, again, connecting that line of the spine, that line of energy. So bringing the feet up, imagining them sort of walking, if you're going to be walking on the ceiling, and maybe bringing their arms on the inside of those knees, reaching up and grabbing the outsides of the feet. Again, really thinking about that line. I've got like knot in my top, which is absolutely killing me. There we go. Listen to what you need to do for your body. Coming back to happy baby, sorry about that. Again, thinking about that line of energy from your root chakra through your sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and then coming up through the crown chakra. Let's hug those knees in. Beautiful work. Allow those knees to fall over to the left side. Coming back to center. Over to the right side. And then coming back to center. And allowing those legs to come outstretched. Wiggle out the body, placing the hands, palms up. Ending the practice where we started. And just noticing, how is the body feeling? Closing the eyes if you can. Imagining that sort of highway of energy coming up and down the body. If you've completed the entire practice, maybe you're noticing less blockages there. I'm so proud of you. I hope you're proud of you too, because you should be. I don't like to tell people what they should be doing, but if you've done 7 days of yoga, then in my books, that's exceptional. Consistent practice. Again, your yoga practice is something that you choose to do. You choose to show up. You choose to understand what your body needs. You choose to connect with yourself. Connecting with ourselves on days when we feel good, that's easy. But showing up when things feel out of whack, out of line, blocked, that's hard. Couple final moments here. And then deepening the breath. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Just wiggle those fingers, wiggle the toes. Bring some movement back. If you want to stay here, please do. Or if you're ready to get on with the rest of your day. Come into a seated position that allows your spine and all your chakras to be aligned. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your time. If you've enjoyed this series and practice, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Thank you.